I was a closer. This is an individual who has to stay an extra 2 hours to 3 hours after all of the tables are gone to flip the building and so that you can go on for the next day. I was under the impression that because of the fact that I was given the last tables, that was part of my commitment. What I didn't know is that I was actually supposed to shift from that wage tip hourly, which is at that time $4.25, to what was the minimum wage of $7.75. Now, I did this for more than a year, and there were 5 of us that did that. So for those 2 to 3 hours, 5 days a week over the course of a year, I lost a little more than $2,000. You do that by 5 employees, and among us, we've already lost $10,000. Now, this is a small amount that if I have to go to court, the amount of money that I'm going to pay on legal fees is going to cut right into that. And from a small business's perspective, how often can a small business take the burden of going to court if word gets out? Because I didn't know until long after I left that this was even an issue. I found out about this about 8 months ago from people who are still there. So this is where I think a wage theft ordinance is able to step in. It may feel like it's bureaucracy, it's just another step, but that extra step could save small businesses. It's a step that is needed by our employees, and it's definitely something that could help, I think, the entire region in which we're able to lay it out and be public to everyone that these are the steps that are needed without having to go all the way to court. So I thank you very much for your time, and I ask you to please vote in favor of the wage theft ordinance. Thank you.
Thank you, Mike. Ann Vanek Dasovich. Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning, Madam Chair and members of the Commission. My name is Ann Vanek Dasovich. I live at 489 West Davis Boulevard, Tampa, Florida, 33606. I'm here on behalf of Steve Rouser and the Main Street Alliance of Florida, which is a group of small businesses. Mr. Rouser couldn't make it here today, and I'm going to read his comments for you into the record. And I've also have copies of the letter for you as well, in case you haven't received it. Dear Commissioners, we need your help in an urgent matter being considered today by your Commission. We are part of a statewide coalition of small business owners, and we own businesses here in Hillsborough County. We believe that enacting a wage recovery ordinance is critically important to our future and our local economy. There are specific reasons this ordinance has attracted our support. First, it would be very good for our local businesses. Studies show that a company whose business model is to routinely steal wages from its workers discourages a fair marketplace. We believe this practice of wage theft tilts the bidding field drastically and hinders our ability to compete in an honest manner. This ordinance will help level the playing field by eliminating this practice. Second, enacting this ordinance is critical to Hillsborough County's overall economic development. In order to grow, prosper, and provide the kinds of jobs and economic opportunities our citizens rightly expect, Hillsborough County must protect workers from unscrupulous businesses. Undercutting a worker's wages reduces a business's contribution to the safety net funds, such as workers' compensation and unemployment. In this way, our tax dollars are stretched further. Third, Floridians, including those in the Bay Area, believe this is the right thing to do. A recent report by Florida International University's Research Institute on Social and Economic Policy names Hillsborough County as having the second largest number of reported wage theft cases. Miami-Dade was first in the state for wage theft, and their ordinance, enacted in 2010, has successfully recovered over $2.8 million in stolen wages. This is money returned to workers who otherwise may have been forced to seek assistance in an already beleaguered social services program. The Main Street Alliance of Florida supports the efforts of the County Commission to address this problem and will be a vocal presence at the upcoming public hearing on the ordinance on October 21st. The passage of this important wage recovery ordinance is simply good business, and will help us grow and prosper along with hundreds of other businesses throughout the county. The time has come, and it's the right thing to do. Respectfully, Steve Rouser, Director of the Main Street Alliance, and then there's also businesses from the local area.
Great.
I'd like to
if you can give that to the clerk over there, they'll pass it out to us. Thank you very much.